Hello from me, Lazar Christov. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on creating a website from scratch. We're currently working on my book, Building a Website from Scratch, and we're in the free chapters. Now we've reached the chapters about CSS, which aren't included in the free part. We're looking at chapter 10 and we've reached point 9, new functionality in the text property. Let's open the PDF file. In point 29.2.1, we've already looked at one of the new properties for text effects in CSS3. The shadow, which is used to add the effect of a shadow over text. In addition, CSS3 has added several properties, new ones related to text. They are related mainly to hyphenation and generally to the text wrapping and to the problems of overflowing text in a container, which are not yet fully resolved in web pages. We'll look at some of these properties. The first is text overflow. It specifies how the overflow content that is hidden should be displayed to the user. Since we have three options, clip, default value, the text will be clipped. Ellipsis shows an ellipsis. And string shows a user-defined string. It is used for single-line text, only in conjunction with the properties, these. Here, let's look at an example. Here I'll show it. That's it, with the first two options. Here it cuts, here it shows an ellipsis. And with the last one is this one. And word break shows how to break words when they reach the end of the line. Here are the options, and here is an example of them. Here, let me show it in the browser. Here it is. It breaks here. You see a long word. I wrote. It breaks the whole thing. Next are word wrap and overflow wrap. They also indicate how to break words when they reach the end of the line. Like the word break property, word wrap is a previously created, old property introduced by Microsoft, which is not generally part of the CSS standard, but is supported by most popular browsers. An overflow wrap is part of the CSS standard and should be used instead of word wrap. But it's not certain that all browsers support it. The properties here are normal, the default. Long words are not wrapped. Break word, the word will be broken at any point that is longer than the entire line. And anywhere, only with overflow wrap, the word will be broken, if it is longer and does not fit into the line. Here is an example with these options. Here it is with normal. You see the long word is out of line with break word, and anywhere, visually it looks like it's the same thing, but it's not. That's it. The property hyphens allows or not hyphenation and allows soft hyphenation. The so-called soft, invisible, hyphenation for text through the symbol and shy. For this feature to work, the language tag for the respective language must be set in the HTML and the browser must support the dictionary for that language. The possible values are these. With manual it is allowed manually, and we ourselves place this character where we want it to move. With auto it's automatic, but there we said, certain requirements must be met for it to work. Here's an example. In Bulgarian, let me just say, auto works only in the Mozilla browser, for now. That's it. Here's how it is when there is no text. When I did it manually the transfer is like this, and with auto it should transfer, but here it is in Opera. That's all for this tutorial. Best regards.